everyone. Welcome to Court of Corvids. I was very, very close to saying Game Gorgon.
You can just do it. Game Gorgon.
No, this is
red. That's why.
Yeah, that's what it is. Welcome to the what are we on? Are we on our fourth episode? Fourth episode of Court of Corvids, which means I have to kill everyone.
Yeah.
So
Krug dies every even-numbered video.
yes, that's what it is. Yeah. So if this is your first time ever watching the show, welcome. I hope you enjoy this. There is 3 previous episodes where we go over everything. To this point, we aren't going to do a catch-up because I don't want to. Watch the other ones. So before we get into intros, there is one thing that I always like to start with the episode, which is thank yous. One, thanking all of you for joining me at the table.
You're welcome.
And
You're so welcome, Jake.
Second is thanking all of you for coming and watching with me and talking to me on Discord and having all that other fun that we've been having recently. And then from there, I'm going to go into the fact that this is a mature-themed episode. I gave a warning last week that we didn't manage to get to.
But we're about to.
Because players.
Tangents.
I needed to ask the Tavern Keep about biting coins. I don't know why you're calling me.
I did not stop you, did I? No, I thought it was important. And
there was a comment in the Discord that I just want to bring up, which is a person who said, like, if I was playing this campaign knowing that the Keeper's house was like an option, I would have been knocking on that door immediately. And I was like, I didn't even think about that.
No, I didn't either.
That.
I was like,
that's something we
get the
can't do.
information and bounce.
Oh.
Yeah, which is to say, that's a great idea, and I don't know why I didn't, like...
No, I would not have done that, because then we would have gotten arrested.
No, we would kill them. We're so powerful.
We're so strong. We definitely wouldn't have died.
We're still level 1.
Have you seen my partner's muscles? Sorry, you're doing it.
No. I was just more like thinking about how quickly the keepers would kill you.
Yeah. Or are they level 0?
So last episode we didn't get to anything that I had mentioned, but this episode we will most definitely get to substance abuse, which is something that we will be talking about today. If that is something that bothers you, please hit us up on social media and I will give you timestamps. From there, I do like to say this, I can't tell you what these people around me are going to be coming up with or the situations that they're going to put themselves into. So be wary and always feel okay to stop, pause, and hit us up and say, hey, this is my thing. Can you... tell me when it ends. And I, for one, will absolutely do that. And I'm sure if you hit anyone else up, they will as well.
Yeah.
So that being said, let's get into intros. My name is Indigo, and I am the GM. I am personally he, him, and I will be paying everyone, which means I am everything. William.
Or Jonas.
Sure, Jonas.
Yeah.
Hi, I am Jonas, he, him, or they, them, and I am playing the Chameleon Gnome Storm Druid, Robin Way, she, her.
I'm William, they, them, and I'm playing Remy Ashwillow, the Fighter Goblin, also they, them.
And I'm Krug, playing Krug, the human monk. Both of us are he, him.
I am Molly McIsaac, and I am playing Moss the Magnificent, and we are both she, her, and she is an elf, obviously, and a sorcerer.
Also, real quick, just want to throw this out there before we start. Not an educational stream. If you'd like to watch educational Pathfinder content, there's Game Gorgon on YouTube. This is a home game.
Where do you find Game Gorgon?
Oh, it's on youtube.com/QueueTimes main.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's cool.
I've
Can I
never
go there
been
right
to
now?
that website. What's a QueueTimes?
So, as we ended last episode, you had all stopped on the middle of the road. Herring had popped his head in and said, there's someone on the road. And all of you popped your heads out, made your perception checks, and you see who you believe to be the champion of Arcturia.
Moss's future husband.
How far away?
Down the road. Like, you have gotten to the point where you had seen him before he has heard you.
Oh, so pretty far.
Pretty far.
Oh, hey, is that the...
And like I said, I had the poster
that the
up,
champion?
and I bring it back down. I'm like, oh, that kind of looks like the poster and also the statue in town. So like,
We should be careful.
there's
He
a
might be
big
looking at
there's a
us.
big mallet thing on his back.
Do I look okay?
No, you look
course.
great. Of course, it was as always.
Oh, thank you.
No, but, I don't know that it's a good idea for him to see us. We don't know what he's up to right now. You know him, right?
There's no. He's not coming for us.
Are you
If
sure?
he was coming, everyone knows we're coming from Palladium. So if he was coming for us, he would have been going that direction.
And think about this way.
He's going to
He doesn't have the-
Anunnaki.
He doesn't have the description of us either, because
That's true.
he's not in town.
He left.
so-
He didn't hear the bells.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you just wink at me?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I mean, maybe we should talk to him. I mean, more specifically, maybe Moss should talk to him.
Oh, I'd be happy to talk to him.
Does your brother like you?
I don't know. Last time I saw him, I was 6. So you guys are
How
talking
old
to
are
me
you?
as
Well,
though
knowing 6-year-olds.
How long ago was 6 for you?
it was
Wait a minute.
like, I think 30 years ago. I don't know.
Really?
Wow.
You don't know how old you are.
Not really. It's not that important, is it?
Your 30 years is
it's
almost my
very-
lifespan.
I don't want to talk about that right now.
Oh, okay.
If that's okay.
How old are you?
I'm sorry.
13? Am I 13 now?
Yeah, you're almost halfway through.
Oh no.
Okay.
Well,
It's going to be an exciting 17 more years.
Yeah, we've got good
I'm
times.
sad now.
ahead
I
of
thought
us.
you were going to be alive much
All right.
longer.
Moss
Yeah.
goes in.
I
does
will.
does the
Oh,
talking.
great. Cool.
Right.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Yeah.
And then we sort of...
I think the rest of us should stay back. Just
I mean,
yeah,
I'm going to
so-
talk to him. I have to.
Well, you
catch
two
up,
go.
you know?
Why don't you two go out,
you two
and
go,
we'll just
we'll
stay
stay
back here
here.
and hide. And you know, if anything goes wrong, we'll just run.
All right, I guess.
How far back do the two of you plan to stay?
Probably where the
Right
cart is.
here.
Like I was thinking in
You
the cart.
you two go out. You can take the garden.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
cart, but are you going to continue to slowly walk?
Oh no! I think we
Because
should
right now
stop where we
Harry had
are.
stopped.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's the plan, and we should continue that.
All right, Moss is fussing with her and puts on a bigger hat.
This hat is not big enough.
You're gonna need a bigger hat.
All right, so the two of you, Krug,
Yeah, I'm just
and...
going to walk up to him. I'm not like stealthing or anything.
All right, so you start to walk down, and maybe when you get around 100 feet away, you're just walking normally, right? You're
Yeah.
not, yeah.
Moss is sashaying. Yes.
You
Sachet roll?
you see him reach back and grab his maul and swing back and grab it with both hands and turn and look at you. Who the fuck are you?
Oh, buddy. You don't recognize me?
No.
You said
You
were
don't
6.
recognize me?
I mean, I recognize him anyways.
No? Why should I know who either of you? Are you here for me? Huh? I'm not going back. I don't care what they say.
We're not taking you anywhere. I'm Moss the Magnificent, and I think this man's your brother.
Crew Claudel?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Really?
Adele doesn't ring a bell.
Can I make a history check or whatever it is you want me to do to see if I was mistaken and this person isn't actually related to me?
Society?
Sure, I'll take that. My solid 0 society. 17?
Yeah, you're pretty sure that this
right.
is your brother.
I mean, I get it. It's been a while, but
Just a moment. Are you trying to tell me that you don't know who I am? You don't know who Moss the Magnificent is? Sorcerer extraordinaire, entertainer of everywhere.
He's still holding his maul, ready to hit. And he's just like, I don't give a fuck who either of you are. Leave me the fuck alone. And then he, takes his maul and he puts it back on his back and, restraps it and turns and continues to start walking.
Oh, wait.
He stops. But does not turn around.
Would you like to have food with us?
Sure.
Okay.
all right. That went better than I expected.
Can we hear this conversation from
No.
back
No.
there? I don't think so. Yeah.
I'm just looking
Yeah.
at oh, they're gonna die. This does not look well. I know they put the maul back on his back or whatever, but
but
that's
it could
just
be
a
like
sign
a ploy,
of
you know?
yeah. It's
We don't
like
know if he has
oh,
magic or anything.
oh, I'm not gonna do it. Come close to me. Bam!
I'm going to turn and gesture to Herring. Be like, come here.
Herring, don't do it. It's a trick. It's a trick.
Also, I mean, Moss would know if it was.
hold on.
Harry
Yeah.
does not listen and continues to go
No,
forward.
she could be charmed. Herring, you're leading us toward death.
I want to roll perception to see if Moss is charmed. That's 11.
Yes.
Don't go.
Jesus.
Herring, you motherfucker. Pull this over right now.
So,
We're the whole
I jump out of the bed.
No.
yeah, and so Herring moves up, at a slow pace, but doesn't gallop or anything like that. So moves slowly up towards all of you. What do you do once Herring gets to you?
This is my trusted companion, Herring, and I suppose introductions are in order for all of us. As I said before, I'm Moss the Magnificent. Still surprising to me you haven't heard of me, but we all can't be cultured. And,
my name is Robin. And then Robin, like, pops back in, hiding in the cart.
He reaches back and he grabs the strap and pulls on it, and the hammer just hits the ground behind you. When it hits, you can kind of feel like it's got a loud, heavy weight to it. Just boom. Specifically, does anyone? You have Warlord or not Warlord? You have Warlord.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll a Warlord on that weapon?
Warlord.
Warlord.
Natural 20.
It can only be lifted by one who is worthy.
It is a large sized creature's weapon.
Oh.
And he is not a large.
No.
Oh, it belongs to that statue of him.
He's an elf. Yeah.
That's quite the weapon you got there.
Yep.
Where'd you get it?
Bought it.
Cool.
That's not a wear. Fuck. Remy pops out like I was gonna stay hidden so you wouldn't know I was here, but that's like literally that's not where. Like even if you bought it, you would just be like, oh, I got it from Greg's. You know, Greg's shop.
Are we eating them? Is that what's happening?
No.
I'll eat you.
They will.
And Remy shows the teeth.
He's not gonna eat you.
I won't though, because you look like you could kick my ass.
Moss tells Herring to like set up a fire and start making food.
Herring goes and moves the cart off to the side of the road, starts working on the fire. As Herring is doing that,
Whoa, Herring, no, stop. I'm Moss the Magnificent. I'm very sorry. I don't want to intrude on all the business that you are doing with the trying to fuck him. But no,
that's not all I'm trying to do.
I get that. I respect, complete respect. Respect up to 1,000%. But
2,000.
But they did. We're not very far away from town, and they did probably just get the descriptions of everything that we look like. So if they come out this way or the other way to come looking for us,
I suppose your logic makes sense.
Listen, if you're looking to get away from town, and I'm talking to, what was your name again?
it's a champion,
You don't like people knowing your real name, do you?
the hero of Victoria.
I don't care if people know my real name.
What
Would you mind sharing it?
Scott.
All right, Scott.
Is that what? Do you go by Scotty? Do you go by?
I think it's just
Well,
Scott.
most people call me hero or champion, but
Which do you prefer?
Scott.
You prefer Scott?
Yes.
Oh,
Probably.
then
Scott's good.
Scott's good.
That's probably why you said Scott out loud, right?
No, yeah. Scott.
Yeah, there it is. So you're trying to get away from town, and so are we. So why don't you hop in the carriage with us, and then we'll.
No.
No, not interested.
No.
We've got eggs.
We're not.
I don't know if you know this, but malls don't really work very well in small spaces.
Gotcha.
You're welcome to pull the cart. You look very strong, like a horse.
Look, I don't want to be spotted. For some reason, it seems that all of you also don't want to be spotted.
It's because we went
Well,
to.
I always want to be spotted, but
You already got your one.
I know. I use yours too.
I think one's too much.
Look. I know these roads really well. If we go maybe another 50 to 100 feet from here, there's a small cutoff into the forest. It's got a small batchway. We could probably make camp there.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you feed me.
Yes.
Are we allowed to go in the forest right now?
Yes.
Yeah, didn't you hear what happened?
No.
The grove's over. Some
It's over?
yeah, some idiots went into the forest and ended the whole thing.
I don't know. Well, we need more information. I don't know if they're idiots.
I mean, you're not supposed to. Everyone knows that.
What if there was a
They're
good
taught
reason,
that
though?
as children.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. But
Okay.
what if
No,
there was
yeah.
what if they went in to stop something bad from happening, like something worse than just going into the woods, like a I don't know, like something.
Other
I
than
don't know, something.
other than troll attacks, what's the worst thing that's ever happened around here?
I mean, like, I don't know.
Say
I
like
can't
the
think of anything.
entire, deconstruction of like our the entire system of living. Maybe perhaps.
I mean, that
like we
would explain
learned
the
that
rain,
the
right?
people we respect and the people that we look up to.
Do
in
we
that
want
realm
to
of
walk
things.
and talk?
Yeah,
or
Yeah, good idea.
absolutely.
Yeah.
No.
So he continues to just walk.
Dogskay is also walking like alongside him and just like sniffing his feet periodically. Dogskay is very interested in the hero for
Sure.
some reason.
Okay. So are you keeping pace with him with the
Krug
horse?
definitely is like walking next to him.
Okay.
Krug didn't get back in the thing, and he's trying to make small talk with him, I guess. Like, so tell me about where you're from.
Don't remember much after my family got rid of me.
I got rid of you.
Well, yeah, I guess that's a good way to say it.
Where'd they send you?
You know, something I don't really like talking about.
That's fair.
He reaches down and he grabs a jug that's like attached onto his belt and he pops the cork off. The cork has got like a little leather piece, so he uses his thumb to pop it. It just kind of like hangs over and he just starts. He drinks out of it and he reaches over and like offering it to you.
Yeah, I take it and I have a sip. I wouldn't say like a big gulp because I don't know what's in here.
You're not
And
gonna smell it?
He's very that's not polite. But I'm just gonna just.
Well, it's polite if you do it like all fancy. You have to like kind of wiggle it first and then.
My
and you have to
society's
spit
a
it back
zero.
out after.
I'm gonna say that I don't.
with just touching your tongue to it, or you want to just take like
No,
a
just
gulp?
like
just like a single
gulp.
Yeah, just like if you're just drinking water, just like little.
Yeah.
All right, just only one fortitude.
Cool,
save.
great, perfect. I was fully expecting. Oh, cool. How about a 24?
Good.
Sweet. I was terrified that the save was 25.
You take just a little bit, and it burns going down.
Oh, boy, that is that's rough. What is this?
I want to try. She wants to be very.
Boss, be careful.
Oh, you think that I can't hold my liquor?
I mean,
All right, so how much are you drinking?
I'll take a hefty swig because I want to impress him.
Cool. 3 fortitude saves.
Okay,
fortitude's
where the
pretty good.
frick is fortitude again?
It's
fortitude.
Yeah.
you see that 2 right
Yeah.
there?
Oh! With that natural 20, you're only going to need to make one more.
Okay.
Wow, natural 20.
No way!
Should have quit while you were ahead.
This is probably a good time, Jake. I would like to roll perception as they're drinking it to see if I can like pick up on any not just alcohol effects.
Oh,
on
sure.
them. 14. Unless it's medicine for some reason.
No. So Krug, when Krug drinks it and he says it burns, you know that untreated alcohol, like raw, like moonshine style, that does that.
Sure. Okay, cool.
And then Moss has not hit the effects. She takes a big swig, and she's like, "Yeah, this is."
Moss.
Oh,
poor Moss.
honestly, I think seeing that, Robin does leap out of the cart and go up to Moss and just like put a hand on her back. Like, oh, boss, do you need to lay down in the carriage?
I'm fine.
you sure?
I must have had something weird for breakfast.
I think I do want to do a medicine check on Moss
Okay.
now and see if she needs any attention, and that's a 17.
Yeah, Moss needs some liquid, some water.
Moss, I'm gonna walk you to the cart, okay? Just follow me.
I'm fine.
You can barely stand on your own 2 feet. Right now.
I would like to try to walk her over.
All right.
Something-
Are you gonna actually walk?
Yeah, but also be like gazing at Hero as I walk.
As
I'll
you
be right back.
as you start walking away, he goes, hold on, and he grabs the bottle, takes it from you, and then he drinks a little bit more, puts it on, and
Yeah, I'm gonna step off the cart, crack my fingers. Okay, all right, give me the drink.
Wait, babe,
No,
babe,
don't,
babe,
no.
babe,
Hold on, no, I got it. No.
Mate,
No, all right. And I look up, I reach up. Give me.
how's this? Look it. Let's get to this spot. Y'all can
Yeah.
drink as much as you want.
How about after we finish walking?
We already have one of you down. I would hate to have
I'm
to
not
carry.
down.
No, she's not down. She's on top of the world. Can you tell us what's in this?
The world's spinning really quickly.
Yeah. What is in that jug, Hero? Fuck.
Saying.
Scott.
You just say
Damn, I don't remember.
His name
You
is
don't remember your
Scott.
own brother's
Scott.
name.
No.
Rude.
Sorry. What would you?
What's in the jug, Scott?
This is liquor that I made.
Okay.
You're so resourceful.
I'm sure it's delicious. I forgot I drew Krug. Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure you have many great skills.
So he holds it. He goes, don't need to carry all four of you and the horse.
Hey, my dog can carry me.
So do you want to talk a little bit more? Because I know you wanted to have a little short.
So he doesn't. Last thing we said was he doesn't
Want to talk about where
he's
and
from.
then that's when he drank.
My family did the same thing to me, but it wasn't something that I'm ashamed of or that I'm upset by. Maybe when I was younger I was, but as I got older I realized it was probably for the best. Is that something that...
Even if it was the same situation that happened with me to you, everyone takes things differently.
I get that. Look, I get that you don't want to talk about it. If you change your mind...
Why would I want to talk to you? I've known you for, what? 3 minutes?
6 years and 2 minutes about? Yeah, something like that.
Sure, buddy.
Look, it's cool. It's fine. We were young. It's cool. It's okay if you don't remember.
You specifically know that he was younger than you.
Okay.
So you may have been 6. You can't really remember how old he was, but the younger you are, the memories of that is.
Yeah. I get that. That's kind of what I expected.
So after a short little bit, there's a small clearing. At first, it doesn't look like a clearing, and he grabs some bushes, and it's like a full-on trail that goes off to the side that's large enough to fit the cart and the horse. You all go in, kind of circle off.
I want to scope out the path before we go.
Yeah, go for it. You want to roll survival?
Is Moss hydrated?
I mean, Amos, are you drinking the actual water?
Yes, I'm also singing a song about Scott.
Roll me a performance check.
Yes. Would this be survival?
Yes.
Okay, cool. 26.
This is a offshoot. This seems that this
11.
Is, no, -2.
9.
This is a trail, and this is usually it seems to look like it's a spot that people, when traveling, stop here for the night before they make it into town, so that they're not traveling at night on the road.
Cool.
So this seems like a legitimate path.
Cool.
There's no sort of forms of natural traps, or there's no sort of wire or bells or anything like that. This just looks like a path that he knows about.
Cool. Robin just wants to ride Dogske and just be in the front and keep looking out if she notices anything. But
okay, so you ride forward a little bit, and it comes to a kind of like a teardrop shape. You can tell on the ground there's a lot of places where carts had been circled around, so they've gone in and then out. In the center, there's already a bit of burnt wood already there, so it looks like people have, in fact, stayed here in the past. Roll me a perception check.
Yeah, I can do one of those. 17.
There seems to be nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay. Yeah, Robin goes all clear. We're good.
Do you think I was leading you into a trap or something?
No. I just, this is my how I want
do
to
heroes quite frequently, go
How
after
long have you lived in the woods, hero?
Me? Lived in the woods?
Yeah. How long have you lived in the forest here?
I've taken care of myself enough.
How long have you survived solely off of the land we are currently residing in?
I would like it to be much longer.
Me too.
So all of you go in. The herring starts the fire.
Mm-hmm.
The cart's set up. He walks a little bit into the woods, and he comes out with some logs,
Mm-hmm.
and he puts them down around, so it's kind of like seating areas for everyone. And he sets his hammer down, and he sits and he goes, "So, what are we having?"
Well, you've got eggs, Moss.
Chicken butt fruit.
Chicken butt fruit. Do you have that?
I think that's eggs.
That is the eggs. Right.
The eggs comes out of
we have eggs. I mean, what are we hungry for? I could go on a quick
Scott,
trip.
You wanna go hunt something down with me?
Sure, but didn't you want a little bit of this? And he sets the jug.
Yeah, I can start there.
Think about what happened to Moss. It's your choice, but think about what happened to Moss.
I feel great.
You look great.
Well, you took a little bit, right?
Remy, I'm 4 times bigger than you.
Yeah, okay, hand it over.
Small, Remy, small.
He hands it to you. As you're taking it, he reaches into another pocket and he
Pulls out another jug.
no, it's a pipe, and he starts packing the pipe. Go for it. How much are you drinking?
Critical miss.
That was a 7, wasn't it?
No, it was
That was a
critical
1?
miss. Critical miss in the first roll.
All right, does not matter. You fall back on your ass, and are
'cause it's
not
heavy.
and knocked. And you're probably out for a couple seconds. And when you come back, you're also. Do me a favor. Roll one more fortitude save.
25.
25.
Wow.
Okay.
Contrast.
You drink it, and the liquor hits your tongue, and your eyes literally just roll back, and you fall back, and you kind of black out for a second, and you wake up, and you're not feeling good. This is like your throat is burning. You've got some on your skin, and that's burning even a little bit, and you're just like, ugh.
Babe.
Oh,
All right. I'm gonna.
this goes in your stomach. You drink this down. It's like something like turpentine or
told you.
something.
I warned you, babe. It's not good for,
Oh
for
no,
you.
no. I mean, like I'm fine.
I'm gonna grab some water and start
I'm doing
trying
fine.
to force feed Remy water.
There's not. You don't have to force. You give me the water. I'll go drink it. God,
I'm still gonna keep 2 hands on the jug.
So your little friend Herring here,
Yeah.
they can cook.
Yeah. I mean, I can also cook. And I can do some scavenging. I can, go get some stuff. If you want a hunting buddy, I'm, cold sober.
Scott, pulls the bag that he has that he's holding, and he reaches in and he pulls out a large salted meat. And he says, "Hey, Herring," and Herring walks over. Here you go. This should be enough for us tonight.
That looks
Why,
wonderful, Scott.
thank you.
Delicious.
A man of many skills. I knew it. I knew it.
Is it a skill to
Insulted.
possess meat?
I'm sure that he got it himself.
Sorry, group broke me.
Does it? I mean, it looks like enough meat to feed all of
Yeah,
us.
it's like a large you know what a tomahawk steak is?
No.
It's basically a lot of meat.
Okay. I'll end it here. Okay. Well, I mean, personally, I'm craving a little bit of jam with that. I don't know if I'm alone in that, but I am gonna go find some berries. Is there anything else anyone's looking for, babe? Or you want anything?
No, I'm good.
Do you know what I just asked you?
You asked me if I wanted the thing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think you're good. Can you keep an eye on them?
Yeah,
dude?
for sure.
Okay. Keep them drinking. I am going to go off into the woods.
Sure.
And scavenge for berries.
Moss has sidled right up to Scott. I've seen your posters and your statue, and
Is she like this all the time?
No, just around you.
Is it because she's drunk?
No. You should have heard her before we walked up to you. What? You were infatuated with her.
no, I'm infatuated with power.
Oh. She was infatuated with your power.
He starts to sparks and lights his
Ooh.
pipe and starts smoking.
Oh, I could do that with magic.
I can do it with rocks.
You're so skillful. You really haven't heard of who I am?
No, but in all honesty, I haven't really paid too much attention of who anyone is.
Okay, that's fair.
So if
All
you're
right.
not willing to talk to us about your past, what about your future? Where are you headed?
I'm on my way to heaven.
What does that mean?
That sounds nice.
I'm just heading. I've decided that I wanted a little adventure.
Any ideas of what you're going to be adventuring for? Or are you just
Nope.
wandering until you find something to do?
Figure I'd hit up Anunnaki and figure out a way to get around that wall.
That's where we're going.
Oh wait, you're gonna go outside? You're gonna go out the gate?
Yeah.
Like just like You don't know where he's ever come back, right?
Like I said, on my way to heaven.
How do you smoke and drink so much and still have an 8-pack?
It's a gift.
That is a gift.
Water, Krug, please.
You can start giving Remy some water.
He continues to just swig that like it's water, and he's smoking. It's
Boss is now staring at his 8-pack.
Well, we're going to Anunnaki. So I don't know if you're interested in having some travel companions, but I mean...
You should come with us!
She won't always be drunk, I promise.
You can't promise.
he reaches into his bag and he takes a couple of berries out and he snaps the berries off and he kind of takes like a mortar
and pestle.
Thank you. He takes a mortar and pestle and he puts some berries in there, takes some leaves and he crushes it, and it's this like thick paste. And he takes it and he splits it in two and he hands it to Moss. He goes, "Put it under your tongue. Put it under your tongue."
Can I like subtle medicine check to see if I can figure out what it is?
Yeah.
Will you feed it to me?
Oh my god.
15?
He hands it to you and goes, "Close your eyes, lean back, and open your mouth." and do you do that?
Yeah.
He reaches over and just kind of like drops it.
She like goes to grab as if there's fingers there. There's nothing.
You both start to feel very sober.
Literally, I was gonna tell you I wanted to look for berries that would do this. It's really funny.
You
still
both
gonna do it.
You both feel very sober, and not only do you feel sober, you feel maybe a little too energetic. You've been given some sort of upper.
You've done this to the wrong two characters.
Or
Characters have done it to themselves.
or the right two characters. It's not like a heavy stimulant. It's more like a level of coffee, but it's
shit.
sobered you up, and it does not taste good.
It tastes awful, but whoa.
Well, Kruger
Bazunga!
You rolled medicine on that.
Yeah. So this mix of berries is like a home. It seems to be like some sort of. It was a 15.
Yeah.
It seems to be like some sort of home remedy for like hangovers /
But like, it's not like, oh, that's poison.
No. It looks gross and it tastes nasty, so like that level of poison,
Sure,
but it's not like it's not. From what you can tell, the only time he's ever meant you any serious harm since you've met him is when you walked up behind him.
Sure.
Since then, he is while hesitant and closed off. He has not.
Yeah. It's just, you got to do your due diligence,
Yeah.
especially when everybody else is drunk.
Not anymore.
So I believe Robin was looking for things out in the forest.
Yes. Well, now I'm looking for there's my inventory. So my ideal shopping list, if I'm able to find all of it.
Okay.
How many days do we have traveling to Anunnaki ahead of us?
So let's say at least a week.
Okay. So I want a week's rations for all of us.
Okay.
And that would include Scott.
So like hunting wise, even gathering wise, that's going to take a couple days.
Sure. So like as much as I can. Like rations for us. But
hunting wise, you will have to set some traps.
Okay.
And you won't be able to get them until the next day because
morning.
Yeah.
That's fine.
As for gathering, that's also its own time. So both of those are going to take some time. More than likely, if you want to do both, you're not going to be able to set traps until night.
Sure. I'll do gathering right now. I'll
Okay.
set traps when I come back tonight, probably. But gathering, just like generally rations for us, and also I am looking for if I know any plants or berries that can like sober a person up.
Okay, roll me survival.
Okay. 2 + 7 is 9. I'm gonna come back tonight anyway. I'll take it.
Okay, so you walk around and what you do find, there are some sweet berries that you've managed to find, but it seems that something has...
jam for the steak.
There you go. That
Cool.
There are some sweet berries. It does look like the bush has been picked at before, and so there isn't a ton, but there's definitely enough to make jam for the
For
steak.
this meal?
Yeah,
Cool.
exactly. But there isn't much past that.
Great. But I've checked out this area. Now I know where to not go tonight. So cool.
I mean, there are animals, but you
Yeah.
like you can hear them, but you can't really. You haven't really hunted them because that wasn't
Yeah.
your goal.
For sure.
All right, so
How much time did I spend on that?
that's at least an hour.
An hour? I think, let's say like I did that like an hour out. On
Okay.
the hour back, I would like to try to hunt something.
Okay.
If I can, just in that travel time.
So that's going to be another survival roll to see
Cool.
if you even can track something.
Great. Tracking is 5 plus 7 is 12.
There are some wild hares that are here, but you know that the best way to catch hares is trapping.
Okay.
So-
So I've scoped out the spot now.
Yeah, yeah. Because hunting them with like a spear or something like that.
I have a
they're just,
sling.
Yeah, they're just really fast creatures, and it's
sure.
easier just to set a trap and just let them do the
Cool.
business. So in that 2 hours, other than you two getting drunk and then sobering up, is there anything else you would all like to talk about?
I want to grill Scott.
Okay.
Okay, so you were this hero. You did a troll thing. You did a troll thing. You did a hero thing. We did a troll thing. We did a hero thing at one point. But no one come to us and say, "Hey, heroes of Pleiadian" or something. So I guess my question is like, you're a hero. You want to leave. You really don't seem to enjoy the way people are viewing you, or maybe it's like too much pressure or responsibility, something like that. I mean, like everyone treating you not like a person. So I get that. That's probably, I mean, you can tell me if you want to or not. You're on your way down Anaki. You want to go on the other side of the wall. You say you're going on a trail to heaven. Do you have like a death wish or something? Are you like fed up with life?
No. I just think that's where I belong.
Okay. Well, if there's something on the other side of the wall that can be done to like help, you seem like a really good person to go do that.
You know, this is the thing: is all of those people that go to the other side of the wall, they never come back, right?
Right.
But we never know.
Where'd they go?
Whether it's a good reason or a bad reason, because they never come back. They could have found something much better than what we have here.
And because of my status, I've never been allowed to be one of them. And because
Even though you
sorry, I
wanted
know
to.
you're trying to speak, but as all this nonsense has gone on with the Grove, it was a perfect opportunity for me to leave.
Oh, you're welcome.
But
Why should I be thanking you?
Did you thank me?
No, but you said you're welcome.
Yeah, from the world.
Roll a deception.
15.
A 15?
Yeah.
Those are pretty.
You know, it's a good session when the GM has to look for
Show
their
the
dice.
camera. Those are really pretty. I love that blue.
Yeah, it's a great blue.
those are moss dice.
They're
sparkly.
Well, they've got these they're like I put them in my little fish thing because they're watery. Anyways, I'm sorry.
I do like the little fish thing.
Dude,
I didn't realize what it was until you held it up. It makes me happy.
Yeah, I got that as a gift. Yes. So what was your deception?
15.
15. He looks at you and goes, "Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really care."
All right. There is one thing you should care about, though. And
Oh,
it's
yeah?
one of the best people I've ever known in my entire life. And he's sitting right there. And that's your brother. And whether you remember him or not, you are important to him in a fashion. And I'm not saying you have to, blossom some sort of a relationship. I mean, you were both very young when whatever happened. But I just, it would be a disservice to the world if two great, powerful, wonderful, loving people do not get to have a moment.
Krug's been meditating, and as you say, two of the great, powerful. Krug opens his eyes and goes, "Rami, don't compare me to him. Do you see that hammer?"
Oh, I
Jesus
get
Christ.
it, but no, we're on our way up. We'll get there. We'll get somewhere. But we could learn a lot from you personally. I mean, I fight. I have a bastard sword.
Here's the thing. Your style of fighting and my style of fighting are very different, and your style of fighting is very different from his style of fighting.
Why, ain't that the truth?
Yes, very much so. My style of fighting is something I can't really teach. It's just something that's inside of you. And I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
This thing you gave me, do you? How do you know how to make it? It tastes horrible.
Yes,
from-
that's the point.
Okay.
You should probably spit that out, by the way.
Oh shit! Am I not supposed to keep it on?
No. You seem sober enough.
Moss.
And he reaches over and actually puts his hand on you. You too, sweetheart. You should probably spit that out.
Sweetheart.
Oh fuck.
All right.
So you were
What was
trying
he
to
thinking?
you were trying to be condescending, and you said I think she.
Player
was
notes,
What?
low intelligence.
Whatever you say, Scott.
Dude, the two of you spit it out.
Yes, I try to do it seductively, but it just dribbles down.
I love that.
Yeah, I'll spit it out.
You spit it out, and
it goes ding.
no,
And I'm like, what?
you spit it. Are you okay if I take a narrative?
Yeah, you go ahead.
You spit it out, and when you spit it out, you actually spit it into the fire, and it actually causes the fire to burn way hotter.
That's a fun trick. I'll have to remember that for my shows.
That was in my mouth.
Yeah. Why it was under your tongue was so that you didn't accidentally swallow it, not because it's...
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you should sit a little further from the fire there, Remy.
Well, no, I think this is pretty cool. I am kind of.
It's your body, whatever.
Like, it was like a momentary, like, it hit,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like a quick burn. It's almost
Yeah.
like that, like, magic does, like, just, like, quickly
Flash
heats it.
paper?
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost.
We shouldn't stay here. No, we cook your meat. Robin comes back. We chill for a moment, but we get out of here because this is still nearby. People know about this thing because like people have used it before.
True, but it's kind of courtesy that if someone else is in here, I've actually marked the front entrance that someone's here. It's kind of like a...
Yeah, but if
Have you ever stayed at an inn before?
I have
Can I-
Scott, but
It's like a
Sense-
do not disturb sign.
if someone
Sense
has
motive?
committed a crime, like if someone has committed a crime and they come like searching for them or something, I don't think a do not disturb sign is going to stop them.
Remy, who committed crimes here? No one has committed crimes here. We're certainly not on the run or anything. We're just traveling.
10.
A 10
Yeah.
on sense motive.
I'm specifically trying to figure out if he's trying to comfort us into sleeping here because he thinks that it's safe or because, like, there's an ambush coming at night or something like that.
Completely ambiguous. You have no idea.
I figured.
It could be both.
Yeah.
Can I use like someone else's?
So this is when Robin starts
Cool.
to come in, and as you pop in, Heron goes, "Perfect timing. Food is ready."
I got jam. Not much else.
And
jam.
and the food is Herring cuts it up into big healthy pieces, and weirdest meal: eggs and steak
And jam.
with jam.
Which Robin is spreading on the steak.
And Herring sits down like on the ground, not on one of the things, and grabs the steak and goes.
Oh, you they're just like they're a little mess on the side of your mouth. Okay.
Robin is eating like fairly daintily, honestly. And she's saying, I was thinking, if you're up for it, I'd rather move a little further into the woods just for safety, in case people are coming after us for any reason. You know, I don't want to be disturbed.
If you want, we can set some alarms up at the front if it makes you feel a little bit more comfortable.
Like, do you have like magic alarms, or you mean you're talking like
He
a?
reaches in and he pulls a string, and at the end he pulls it up, and there's a bell on it.
Oh,
And you're like, hey, we can just. And
it's not a bad idea. I just look. There's so many strange things going on. It hasn't stopped raining, right?
it's sprinkling, and
Sure.
where you are is completely overcovered.
Tree,
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, just everything strange is going on. I don't know that we can rely on normality to save us here. I think it would be safe to be just, distance from where normal people
Sure.
would be.
The only problem I have with that is, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. The problem you have with this is that it's going to take you a few hours to get this horse to get any further into this forest. You have a horse and carriage. That's kind of the problem with having a horse and carriage.
There's nothing wrong with having a horse and carriage. Snowball is my trusted companion of many years.
No, and he actually walks up and walks over to the horse and starts petting the horse, and he goes, and Snowball actually has got some strength behind him.
She's a very good girl, thank you. I have strength behind me too.
You should see the
And
chicken.
then he leans over and looks underneath and goes, "You're right. Sure. She's great."
Well,
He's a weird dude.
Okay.
Because he accidentally called it a he.
Yeah.
So.
Moss is momentarily concerned. And then she continues to eat while making very heavy eye contact with Scott.
Hey, Robin,
Yeah.
my wife, can I use your wand?
My wand?
Yeah, your wand. Your
My
wand.
wand? My wand?
Oh, wand.
Everybody gets one.
O-N-E. Can I use your wand?
Oh, is this? I don't have one.
You have one.
I decided not to take one.
Well,
I don't think anyone should have one, so
No,
I
no.
abstained from my
You
own.
abstained yours?
Yep, I threw it away.
Can I have yours?
Don't. I took hers away too.
Moss, that's...
When we
you
went to
can-
the other
cannot
bar, we
take other
decided
people-
we don't have
Robin,
one.
you can't take other
You just asked me to
people's
give you
away.
mine. She gave me hers. I threw it away.
Wait, is Robin lying?
I'm gonna roll deception.
What is happening right now?
They're asking for
That's
one.
a nine.
It's oh yeah, go for it. You can-
Everybody
Shit.
gets one. Everybody gets one saying something they're not supposed to.
Oh.
Remy already used his one, and then
Their
one.
sorry, Remy
Their one.
used their one. Remy also used my one.
Yeah.
Well, I
Now
only,
Remy wants to use
I
your
took
one.
yours, 9, and I threw it away.
well, I only ever say things that I mean anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
I've
sure.
never lied a day in my life.
I want you to know, as someone that has been around many social circles, you're probably all one of the weirdest.
Oh,
Thank
thank you.
Wait, no. You get one. And I'm gonna use it.
Don't give it to them.
What?
Tell us something you're not supposed to tell us.
Spit
You only
it
get one.
out. What do you want to say?
We are the ones who...
No, we're not
We're the
anyone of any particular name or
We're the ones who went into the
backstory. Nothing has happened. Deception.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you know that he knows already.
Yeah, but I just want
Remy
to
knows.
explicit for
Yeah,
everybody,
okay.
like,
And he looks over and he goes, like I said before, I don't care
I know
much.
you don't care, but like that. But we can't stay here because people are looking for us.
Scott, I'm going to be very honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I have been... your muscles are very distracting. I have been...
He just randomly just like does the peck thing.
Moss's eyes get very wide and she looks away so she can finish her sentence. I've been caught up in this whole thing. This is not how I meant to spend my time. I'm supposed to be performing and now I'm with these lovely folks and we're on the run and you're the hero and heroes are supposed to help people, so could you please help us?
Look. I need all of you to calm down. Okay,
I'm
look.
very calm.
Look,
I have not been on calm.
Maybe we could tell you what we
we
saw
definitely-
because it was very strange.
I want you to know something. When you walked into Octuria, what was the first thing that you saw?
Posters of your face.
Yeah, what was in the center of town?
A statue of your body.
Yeah.
And when you talked to people, did you talk to people?
Oh, they only talked about you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're aware they're looking for me as well, right?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Right.
So if I feel that this is safe enough,
That's a good point, actually. Okay. I'm probably still gonna be up, but that's fine.
that do what you feel comfortable. I did plan on putting at least some notifications so that we can at least prepare ourselves for anyone coming in.
Well, and Dogskay and Dogorno will let us know, of course, too. So yeah. Okay. No, I feel more comfortable.
It was the keepers.
Yeah.
It was the keepers in
keepers.
the woods. They
They-
were
They're
doing
supposed to be there.
they were doing a ritual,
They were doing a ritual
like a
there.
sacrificing ritual, and it was bad. And they created zombos, and then there was a skeleton who came out and
Big
was
giant
like,
skeleton.
big giant skeleton who was
Have you heard
like,
of a lich?
You did this thing. Was it a lich?
That's right. I think so. From what I've read, it sounded like a lich, but
Oh, I thought
I
that
haven't
was-
read. I mean, that was like 15 years ago. Might have been updates to what a lich is, but
Look, I don't know if you know this or not. I'm not very good with magic. It's not my thing.
Oh, I am.
It's wonderful. I'm
Sure
glad.
she is.
He's like a puzzle piece. Blink.
Yeah.
You fill each other's
Oh.
spaces.
I wish he would fill my space.
Scott literally stands up, takes a really big swig, and sets it down. I'm gonna go set those.
Yeah.
Those. Yeah.
You need any help?
I'll come with you.
Okay.
Robin is going to go with them.
So is Moss.
Just so you know, I can actually help.
And I'm gonna take another drink.
Hold on. I want to be clear. I need to roll for it. I can. I did not say that in the way that Moss would hear it. This was a whisper.
No. That's fine. Okay. Survival.
I'm offended out of character.
Listen.
I want Robin to do survival, and I want. How much are you drinking, Remy?
I'll 2 fortitude saves worth.
I would have left you with
half
some
of a
of the
drink.
berries I found as well. Oh, I didn't find any.
So
yeah.
two fortitude is a sip.
Oh, I'm doing fine 3.
That's like a normal.
I'll do a normal drink.
It's like a shot's worth.
Okay.
Okay.
Glug.
So meta this.
11.
Okay. Next one.
23.
Okay. Next one.
25.
Have you ever? I don't know your personal drinking experience, but have you ever drank enough where you feel very warm on the inside and you know you're gonna sleep really, really, really well?
I am familiar.
Yeah.
I haven't drank in like 7 years, but I do.
Yeah.
Personal
How old am I?
moments.
That's about the level in which you're at. You're very warm. You're definitely going to sleep well tonight, but you're probably going to say stupid stuff. You're definitely going to take everyone's second
I
one.
pick it up, put it back down. I did it. I point at Krug. You're the only one still here.
Wait for
did
it. Wait for it. All right. Good job.
I did it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You're kind of like my best friend. And we can cut away from that.
What was your survival?
13.
A 13. All right. So you're helping, but you can definitely see that Scott is much better at this than you.
Am I learning from him with that role?
Yeah. So basically, what you're seeing him do is normally, like, what you would have done is you would have just kind of hit the piece of wood into the ground, done a string. What he's actually doing is he's actually putting it a little bit lower than you would have, and then using some natural like environments to obscure it. So it was more of like someone stepping on it versus someone tripping it.
Sure.
So that
Gotcha.
like putting a log in the way so that they walk over the log.
Came up with that on the fly. That was solid. That was actually solid. I love that.
Moss, what are you doing in this?
I'm just kind of puppy dogging. But I've magicked maybe like a ball of light. Is it dark at this point?
Yeah, it's starting.
Yeah, so I've like magicked a ball of light with my wand, and I'm like lighting the way while they're doing this.
Okay.
So
as the evening's going, you all are starting to notice that Scott is starting to get inebriated.
Hey, Scott.
Starting.
You might want to hydrate a little there, Scott.
No, I know what comes in the night.
Oh, wait, what comes?
I do.
Here?
I come in the night.
Do you mean for you particularly, or coming to us here?
For me.
For you. What comes for you, Scott?
My dreams. Let's just leave it at that.
Scott, you've been through things, haven't you?
Yes, and I don't need you to talk to me about them.
Well, I mean, maybe not need. I mean, everyone needs someone to talk to about things. And I mean, the four of us, we've been through a lot of things too, individually and together lately.
It's true.
Do you know who the best person to talk to is? The dead corpse of your enemies.
Well, I mean, I haven't.
I found goblins to be great conversationalists.
That's true.
Yeah.
He walks over and he goes, "You're starting to feel real good, aren't you?"
Wait, did they come back?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
my
this
bad.
was like after.
I apologize.
It was, after that single skill check,
Sure.
it was more of a... he looks around. Who's going to take... You know what? How about this? I'll take first watch. How does that sound?
I'll do it with you.
Doubling up is a good
And
idea.
she'll do the watch too. But it. Sorry.
Moss, do you try to keep as many of your wits about you as you can? Just I know the
It's
jug
like you
is
don't
tempting.
trust me.
I know I trust you. I don't trust the jug. Okay,
I'm not going to touch the jug.
you promise?
I touched the
promise.
jug.
Do you promise, Moss?
Yes.
She's pinky promising me.
Oh, Robin, while you were gone, I drank some more.
Oh, you seem fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you have water?
What's that?
Have you? I hand Remy a
And
a
Remy
cup
does
of
like
water.
a cheeky like.
Are you going to bed?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go to bed first.
You're taking, and then you
Well,
and
no,
him are
only one of us
um,
can go to bed at one time,
I need to set.
That's not how that works.
right?
Nope.
I need to build our hammock up above. I don't know if you're sleeping in it tonight or not. And
Hell yeah.
and set traps.
Okay. Oh yes, you wanted to set traps for the evening. So maybe that last little interaction was happening while you were setting traps.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll go to Scott and Moss sitting alone around the fire as he's continuously drinking.
Moss has learned her lesson and is not drinking.
He still offers.
It's all right. I have to keep my wits about me in case I need to perform.
He reaches into his bag and looks around a little bit. And he goes, "Thought I might have brought something a little bit lighter, but I guess I didn't."
It's all right. I have a little bit of mead in my cart.
That's fine. I mean, that's up to you. It's not. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna tell you what you want to. And he just drinks.
I mean, I'd be okay if you told me what I wanted, but... excuse me. So, do you think that you could help us?
With what?
You know, the whole being wanted thing. I think that if the hero said, these people aren't wanted anymore, they would stop looking for us and you could go beyond the wall.
No. No, not to me not helping you, but no to, well, I guess everything. I can't help you because I can't be seen myself. I need to make it to Anunnaki unseen as well.
Perhaps you could write a missive, or you must have trusted confidants who can deliver the news for you.
No. I have... It's a new term. I'm not really used to it. Fans? I have fans.
I'm quite familiar with that. I would love to tell you about having fans.
Well, then if you have them, you know well enough that while they're wonderful, they also have their own wants and needs, and a lot of them just want to be around you. And if you want to tell them, hey, I want to get away from it all, they probably aren't going to be the most supportive, at least in that fashion.
That makes sense. The public wants you, of course, and you have to give the public what they want. It's what I've always done.
This is the only advice I can give you. Stay off the roads. Don't go into town. And lay low. I mean...
Scott, you don't understand. My career is over.
Yeah, probably.
I can't live that way. I have worked my whole life to get to be Moss the Magnificent. Do you know what I went through to be this way?
He reaches over and he actually takes her hand in his hand and he looks at you. He's like, go to the other side of the wall.
But what if there's no one there to listen to me sing?
There's always someone on the other side.
Will you listen to me sing?
Sure.
Really?
Sure.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Are you going to sing right now?
Yes.
Roll a performance.
If it's an at 20, that you have to fuck.
That's not a nat 20.
Oh, damn it.
Add 8 to it,
It is still 19, though.
A 19?
Yeah.
What kind of song are you singing? Are you singing like a lullaby because it's like a quiet song? Are you singing like... What are you trying to...
I think that Moss is actually being emotionally vulnerable for once, so probably like a song from like a folk song or something like from her childhood.
Okay.
The bear, the maiden fair.
So you sing and he continues to drink as you sing. You know, the song starts to play off like at the end of it, and he like starts to lean in, and Krug pops out of his tent and says, "Hey, it's time for my watch."
God damn it!
What? I thought it's time for you guys to sleep. I thought you'd be happy.
Would you like to share my cot, Scott? Cot Scott.
Maybe not tonight.
But there is a possibility.
There's always a possibility.
Good to know.
He does go to the other side of the what is it called?
Camp?
No, not the camp. What is the thing? The cart.
Oh.
The cart. On the other side of the cart and leans up against it. And you go inside the cart, I assume, and you go to where the fire is.
And Krug was like, oh, they was gonna fuck. Oh. Whoops.
So everyone, let's roll your perception check for your watch, and who's going to be afterwards?
I should probably take last watch so I can spend as much time doing what I'm doing as I can. Yeah.
19.
19. Okay.
If you're cool taking next.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So roll it.
What am I doing?
Perception.
11.
Okay.
Cool. So perception right now?
Yep.
Okay. 15.
Okay. The night goes, and comes the morning. The sun rises up. Everyone starts to wake up.
I mean, if the sun's coming up, I'm already gone checking traps and doing my morning routine stuff.
Sure.
So.
Okay, so as you wake up, you notice that Robin is not there, but Remy, I assume you let Remy.
Are you in the hammock up in the
Yes.
canopies? Cool.
Moss's eyes are puffy because she was crying
Aw.
after she went to bed because she's really not dealing well with the fact that her entire life as she knows it is crumbling around her.
Sure.
Understandable.
So all of you kind of get up, and Herring is starting to cook. And Herring looks up and says, "Scott gave us this," and it's another thing of meat. And he says his fond farewells
He left.
last night.
That motherfucker.
Well,
I mean-
we could still catch up, couldn't we?
He made this big deal about saying no, we can stay here because I think it's safe, and then he just leaves. Like, if somebody had showed up, we would have just been caught.
Didn't you hear him last night? I thought everyone could hear him.
What?
He was crying.
That may have been me.
No, I know you're crying.
That's true.
Wow.
It woke me up, and so I went to go check on him, and he was thrashing in his sleep, and then he was crying, and then he got up and picked up his stuff, and he told me goodnight and gave me this and left.
Should have shared my cot. I could have kept the nightmares away.
And that is where we're going to take our break for this evening. So we'll be back in a few short minutes, get some water, go to the bathroom, and we'll be
Those are
back.
the only two things you're allowed to do.
Or sit there, or talk to Indigo on
Or
on
go
chat.
to Twitter and follow us if you haven't. You can also follow us on. Subscribe on
Or we
YouTube.
could go-
All right,
Alright,
bye.
beard.
Indigo still has cheese in his mouth.
I do. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Court of Corvids. I took a snack break, is what I did on my break.
Cheese break.
All right, so let's see how you did on your survival and how much food
So
you
I
managed.
know where there are rabbits. I want to see if I can also maybe find some bigger game. But that is a 23.
Okay, so with your 23, you would set out probably 3 traps, and you managed to get 3 hares.
Great.
Which is enough food for all of you for probably 2 days.
Cool.
You all, I believe, with your backpacks that you start with, all do have some sort of rations.
Yeah.
So there is also that. So remember,
And there's the eggies.
and there is the eggies, but eggs can I don't know this. You know this way more than me. Molly knows this, not Moss. About how many eggs a day does a chicken?
1.
1.
But she could be an enchanted chicken.
Not enchanted. Chicken. There's a enchanted.
chicken.
Enchanted.
There isn't.
In chicken.
In chicken.
Yeah, so basically, I imagine that you probably have enough eggs, like, over time. You know, it's not something... this is probably the first time you've actually gone into your reservoir of eggs, because you've probably eaten for free when you perform. So, like, you're probably running very low on eggs right about now.
Onion, get it together.
So yes, that's what you managed to find. And with your 23, I'm also going to say that you also managed to find some additional berries that will, with the amount you've gotten, it will probably be an additional meal as well.
Okay, like for all of us.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
You walk around and you're like, oh, hey!
Yep.
Ah!
I'm gonna say a meal of berries. So 2 days rations, a meal of berries plus whatever I already had. Cool. And I want to. I want to heal Krug.
Well, you're out. So let's go back.
Cool.
So you walk back, and when you walk back, everyone's kind of standing around the campfire, just quiet. They're just kind of processing, it looks like. So why don't you roll a
See if I
perception?
can figure out what's going on here. That's a 20 total.
So you're looking around, and I mean, each of you can probably tell me what your emotions are if I'm not correctly, but it's a little uneasy. Everyone's a little unsure.
Krug's probably trying to comfort everyone.
Honestly, Moss is spiraling.
Listen, guys, it's not abnormal for people to go through some stuff. And
Did
if
something
you-
happen?
Oh yeah.
I got rabbits. I hope you like hares. If you like hares.
Scott's not here
Scott
anymore.
left. Scott-
Apparently,
What?
hearing
What? Joanna was gone?
I scared him away.
no, you didn't scare him
Ross,
away.
no, there's no
We don't
way.
know that that's not true.
I haven't flirted in years and I forgot how, apparently.
Look,
Remy, beyond the fact that she's magnificent, she also seems a little fragile right now.
No, I know, but what lying that people gonna do?
Make them feel better.
No. I get that. All I was trying to say is no, we don't know, but
I mean,
True,
but it
we don't
also,
know, but
it also
we can
probably
certainly assume.
wasn't.
We don't know, but there's no way that it's true.
No,
Yeah.
What was your total on your perception again?
20.
Okay.
No, right? Yeah, but...
Something.
it
It was
was
around
20.
that. It was around that.
It was
Yeah. With that, you definitely notice that Krug's bite on his shoulder is not healing as quickly as it probably should.
Yeah, that's not good. And that was a...
what's not good?
the zombo bite.
Zombie bite.
Oh,
Which
it'll
I don't
be
know if
fine.
you all have read many texts about zombies, but if they work the way they do in the stories, we want to get treated on that fast.
Listen, it's not bothering me that much.
It's bothering me. Do you mind laying down for an hour?
Yeah, I guess if you insist.
Do you have a preferred environment? We can go in the cabin.
No,
I mean,
I
I
just
saw
lay
a
on
really
the
good
ground.
clearing. Oh, do you like ponds?
You already laid down
pond.
on the ground.
Is this good? Can
He's
I just
laying
lay
down.
here?
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Alright,
fine.
cool.
There's a really nice creek. Just a little. This is fine. It's fine.
So this is an hour-long process.
Yes, we're doing the hour-long version
So
of treat wounds.
I would say that unless each of you have something else you would like to do, I would say that this is probably the time you and Herring probably pack up.
Yeah, we can pack up. I want to talk to Moss.
Yeah, you can talk to Moss while you do this. So let's do the roll first.
Okay, so it's a medicine roll. What's the DC?
15.
15.
Unless
It's 15.
Oh my god, I'm gonna use my hero point. I rolled a 1. I'm not taking that. I'm using my hero point. Oh my god. Okay, that's 15. 7 plus 8.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That was rough. That was rough.
Hero point. Hey, do I get a hero point
die.
for using my hero point on that?
Yeah. Honestly, the funny thing is, you could have actually killed me
I know.
with that. That would have been hilarious.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I could have dealt enough damage to
You could have
just
dealt
kill
enough
him.
damage to kill me.
So how much does that heal?
So it is
It's
since we spent an hour, it doubles the amount. So normally it's
48?
2d8, but it's 48.
babe.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I have a lot of D8s.
you sure do. Okay. That's gotta be maximum 21.
Yep.
Is that plus my wisdom or just flat?
Nope. Flat.
Cool. Yep,
All right.
21.
So
Thank you.
be good.
Oh dang! I didn't realize how much. What did you even do?
Well,
That feels great.
It's okay. A little bit. I picked up some stuff in town, but most of it I actually found just around here. This is Pleasant Leaf. And I've got some good berries.
Crew kind of smells his shoulder. It smells yummy too.
Yeah. It actually is edible. But it doesn't taste as good as it smells. Yeah, and just some herbs and I got a little bit of fresh water from the stream I passed, which the cleaner the water or the more like natural the water, the better it is for healing. And also I sewed you up, which is important.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. Happy to.
All right, let's move over to Remy and Moss.
Hey, Dagorno, can you take this over and put it in the cart? Thank you. And
What?
Dagorno bites it and
Moss is sitting on a log, like, very dejected, like, sadder than you've ever seen her look.
yeah, Remy comes over. Hey,
Hi.
so I know you have a lot of different things going on.
Yeah.
Much like, like the rest of us or whatever, but Robin and I still big fans.
Well, that's fine, but it's just the two of you. I can't imagine how I've let down all of my other fans. I know that I am one of the wanted for. My career's over.
Or your career is about to be fucking huge.
You really mean that?
I do. One, people love an outlaw. We could be like an underground show now, where people come and they're like, oh my god, we get to see Monster Magnificent, who is an outlaw. But two, say we go through all the things we need to do. We find Arturo, the right Arturo, the one that I am sure of, and we get to the Anunnaki and we figure this out. We expose the keepers for what they are, and we get everybody on board with us. Like, you know how everybody is talking about how Scott is this big hero in this one town?
Scott is a big hero and he left.
Yeah, Scott is a big hero and he left, but that's because he's got a bunch of other shit going on. There's some
He's
personal
leaving
stuff
beyond
there.
the wall. He asked me to go with him. Well, he didn't ask me to go with
told
him,
you to
but
go
he
beyond
said
the wall?
that I should go sing beyond the wall for him.
Well, if that's something that we end up needing to do, I will go with you.
Really?
I'll go beyond the wall. I don't know. I'm kind of curious, but what I'm saying is, if we save like the world, like the peaceful cities and everything, and we take out all the keepers and we do everything that we need to do, and we walk out of that heroes,
Yeah.
you're gonna be the most famous person in the fucking world.
Yeah.
No one's gonna be able to go to sleep at night without thinking about Monster Magnificent. No one's going to be able to wake up in the morning without going like, oh shit, I wish I could be listening to Monster Magnificent right now.
Yeah. Okay.
I know there's a lot of things changing right now, but you know what? We're gonna clear our names. We're gonna rock the fucking world. We're gonna go around and we're gonna make you famous, and Dagorno and I are going to be famous in your show.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you should do motivational speaking.
Oh shit! Like, can I do it for dogs?
You can do whatever you
Just
want.
get a bunch of dogs in front of me, and I get to be like,
Okay.
dogs.
If you could help us pull this off, I'll give you whatever stage time you want.
Oh shit. Okay. Cool.
You and Robin and Krug if you want. And Scott if he comes back.
Can I request something from you?
Yeah.
I know that you're vulnerable at the moment. Can you help me to write a song for Robin?
Yeah.
Okay. I probably can't sing very well. I don't know. I've never done it.
Remy,
Yeah.
you guys are my first friends.
Oh.
I think that's a good spot to end that scene.
Wait, real quick. Did Crew hear all that?
No, you were getting poked and prodded. So that kind of ends the hour of everyone packing up. You feel a lot better. You know. This whole right side of the table feels. And so you're packed up, and Herring hops up onto on top of the carriage and looks at all of you and goes, "I'm ready when you are."
It's not just a prop. It's the book.
We may have lied in Game Gorgon when I said it was a piece of paper.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This is an illusion.
No, this is a different room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same set, different room.
Herring,
Yes, miss.
I just wanted to say thank you for sticking by my side through this.
Anytime.
Okay, that's all I needed to say.
Did Scott take the trap, the bells, or whatever with him when he left, or?
He didn't go out the same way he came in.
Okay, I'm gonna go make sure we don't sound the fucking alarm when
Oh
we
wait,
try
if he
to
went a
leave.
different way, maybe we should follow him. Maybe he knows something.
If he went further into the
You
woods,
probably, we can't with the.
then we can't with the horse and the cart and everything. We have to go down the main road. It's gonna be the fastest way, but we have to be careful. I'm gonna go check to make sure all the traps and stuff.
I have a suggestion. I think we should disguise ourselves.
That's a good idea.
That is a good
I mean,
idea.
I've been partially disguised, but I could maybe go a little
Are
harder.
you good with disguises?
Oh, am I good with disguises?
He's good with disguises.
But are you?
Honey. And she goes into her cart and, like, throws open these chests that she's enchanted to hold way more than they should be allowed to have. And there's wigs and hats and robes and everything. And she just kind of, like, spreads her arms out.
Oh. Oh, Mary Poppins over here. I don't know.
Mary Poppins in this world?
It's an old folktale.
It's a goblin folktale.
Just like Game Gorgon.
Ollie, it's fine.
I'll just keep it. I'm gonna need it again. Thanks.
So, so all of you pack up. I believe, Remy, you wanted to check for the traps
Yes.
first.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at that too because I was part of building them.
Okay.
So you know where it is. You're not
yeah.
going to have to roll
Sure.
anything for
Oh, you
it.
do it.
You go to where they're at, and they are still set up.
Okay, cool. I would like to disassemble it and keep the pieces.
Yeah, absolutely. That will be a survival check.
Okay. Boop-a-doop-boo, boop-a-doo. 15 plus
Perfect.
7,
Nope,
22.
that was this low DC. I saw what you rolled.
Well, I wanted to say it for the stream.
No.
For
the podcast.
For the podcast.
For the podcast.
For the podcast,
So-
Jonas's dice are teal in color.
Enough. And so
Speaking
are mine, actually.
of color, part of Robin's disguise, the first thing she's gonna do, because she again is a chameleon, so she can change her hair and skin color. Her skin is gonna be, her skin and hair are gonna be like deep midnight blue, like almost black, and then she has added like just sort of lighter colored like star shapes around her, so to have like something recognizable and specific to make them less likely to think she's someone she isn't.
Okay.
Yeah, or not think she's herself. Yeah.
Moss
Yeah.
has put on a green wig and is wearing, like, brown, kind of very plain, like, linen homespun clothes, and she takes all of her makeup off and feels very naked without all of her sparkles.
Are
Keep
you
a few sparkles. Yeah.
Are you okay with me saying what Remy looks like right now? So Remy exits the cart with the end of a mop as scraggly hair down there, like that goes like down to like their chest, and is wearing like literally a potato sack that like is tied off on the middle with just like a black cord.
Remy, that's very...
No, this is I've never looked more different.
Robin walks over and like looks Remy up and down and like kind of like squints and then just like touches a mop and brushes it behind Remy's ear and says, "Yeah, that works."
Oh, I don't even know. I looked at myself in one of your mirrors and I was like, oh snap! I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, when you came out, I thought we were gonna have a problem because I knew I was very attracted to you, but I didn't recognize you, so it worked.
Wait, do you have fake teeth? Because these are like a dead giveaway.
Don't most goblins have
Yes.
teeth like that?
Not like that, no. I mean, like that, but not
know.
like that.
They're all sharp,
Yeah.
but they don't look.
Could I... Is there like a... Do I have like something that I could just like enchant their teeth?
Not for long periods of time. No.
Okay.
No. you also probably know that this is more of a jest.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one's gonna recognize Remy from their teeth.
Yeah.
One, because Remy isn't like super popular, but there is.
Wow!
Not yet.
You know what? Take neither of you.
There's no fan art of me. No.
DM fan art? Do it.
Anyways, but like you're famous, and so you're probably the one that's going to have to be most off. But there, as of right now, you've only heard of descriptions being posted.
Okay.
You know.
Also, I would like to put like a brown tarp over my very colorful cart, so it just looks like we're carrying like cargo or something.
That's basically how Crew's gonna disguise himself too, because he doesn't want to like look fancy. He's just gonna get like a really long cloak with a really long hood and just like cover his body in a monotone colored cloth.
So this is all going to be separate rolls for everyone.
Oh, nice.
These are all going to be deception rolls.
Here's the thing. I want so bad to roll an at 20 on this. I want so bad that even if I roll pretty good, I'm gonna use my hero point on this.
Now, what is the deception roll to accomplish?
If you're just changing your colors, then you don't need to roll
So I can
one.
do that.
But if you would like
if I want
to
to put on like a costume or anything.
Correct.
I think I would, because the description would have included clothing, probably, right? So yeah, I'll put on like a robe and a hat. And
Hero point?
I need to use one too.
Cool.
What if it's worse?
Yeah, I'm
13.
scared.
It might be worse.
It was the exact same.
Okay, much better.
I rolled the exact same thing
All right,
twice.
so let's start with you, Remy.
10.
10,
14.
14.
22.
24.
Okay. You all feel comfortable. Does anyone want to assist with the deception or of the cart itself? Like, who
Yes.
wants to roll that?
Could a crafting help with that?
Yeah, I will accept that. Yeah,
Cool, 'cause I
sure.
haven't really used that except for puzzling, so which we need to finish the puzzle box.
True.
That would be a 13 to help with crafting the.
It definitely looks
Okay,
different.
16.
16.
Just like I want to like
I'll do
attach it so it
crafting,
looks
too.
like it's not just thrown on, but actually fixed to the thing.
21.
Okay, so I'm gonna use this as assisting you on
Yeah.
on your tarp and whatnot, putting it together. It looks passable. Like you,
Cool.
Different.
yeah, it's very different. You wouldn't assume it to be
The same.
exactly.
I will say, when I see you come out with the cloak and like the collar up and everything, I'm like, Remy just goes, oh no, I want a cape. I want a cape.
Don't have a cape in there.
Oh,
Don't have a-
Oh, I'm gonna get a cape.
you
And
got
I
a
get a cape, and it's like not made for a goblin. It's made for like an elf. So like I put it on, and like I'm walking around, and it's like literally dragging on the ground.
Remy, you look like a toy right now.
Oh, a toy?
Yeah, you're
Like tough, old youth.
oh,
well, this is-
exactly what I
Moss
meant.
is scandalized by the fact that one of her nice robes is dragging on the ground, so
Robin's
immediately
working on that.
immediately runs over,
Hold on.
grabs the bottom, and pins it up onto Remy's shoulders.
No wait. Oh, but I look like spaghetti just being dragged across the ground.
Yeah, it's a really nice cape,
Remy-
though, babe.
I know that we're friends, but I spent a lot of money on that, so just be gentle,
Oh, is
please.
it expensive? I'm sorry.
Honestly, Moss, I thought you were going to say, I'll kill you.
I have never killed anyone.
Moss, I have a best of both worlds. So Moss and Remy sort of compromise. We could tie it into the cape to the dogs.
I don't want to be tied to dogs.
It was just a
That's
thought.
gonna-
The dogs
I thought
run.
maybe you'd be interested in that, but that's fine.
Moss just shrugs exasperatedly, and that's not a word, in exasperation, and grabs a bunch of dirt and rubs it on poor Snowball to make her look less beautiful, and apologizes profusely.
Were the dogs part of the description?
Yeah, that can be a part of it. No, you don't know. You don't know what the description was.
That's right.
And also, I mean, you could probably, you know that when you were out there, the dogs weren't with you.
Right, yeah.
The description's
You
gonna
know
be-
that, and you think of that as you like look over, and I have already like half shaved Dogorno. I'm like, oh no, what? No, they weren't with us.
No, but I mean, here's
Okay,
the thing.
I'm gonna leave it halfway. I'm gonna leave it halfway. I put my dagger
Because that's
away.
very specific.
Halfway.
I mean,
No,
here's the thing.
no.
That would have come up in the description, and so since they look like that, and that certainly isn't in the description,
It just looks like you got halfway through shaving a dog.
It
that looks
does look
exactly
like. I think you
like...
should finish the job.
Oh, I kind of like it.
Herring goes.
Yeah, you're right.
We're
Harry.
ready to go. Hop on the
Let's go, GM. I mean, Harry.
Herring pushes forward and starts riding and driving the cart forward and back onto the main road. About 4 or 5 hours into riding, it looks like there is a roadblock coming up.
I want to roll during that 4 or 5 hours. Since there's downtime,
Yeah.
I want to
Puzzle
work on
box.
finishing the puzzle box.
Okay.
So
a
crafting
good
check, right? Mm-hmm. And we only have the 3rd tier left. So that's a 9. How long did that take me?
Yeah, that's going to be your roll for the whole time.
You broke the puzzle.
No, it didn't. It
I'm
didn't break,
joking.
but
Yeah. That's
so Herring stops the cart again and leans in and goes, "There's something blocking the road now."
what kind of something, Herring? Can you be descriptive?
Is there a mallet involved?
No, that was a person last. Anyways,
Is it like a creature?
no, like there's like wood blocking the road, and there's like a sign on it.
I want to peek out.
Okay,
Yeah, can I read the sign?
sneaky peek.
all of you can
Yeah, I will.
Perception or
perception. Yes.
Read the sign.
8.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Finally.
Yeah, great timing on that.
I know. There's like
Not natural 20.
Hey, it could be important.
that's 20. So 24 total.
Yeah. It's 17.
17. So this looks to be a roadblock. What was your total? I know you nat one it, but 8. So
Excuse me?
that was Amazon letting me know that our package has arrived.
Whoa. How did they know?
You look out the window and you can see just a mess of like wood and stuff. You're not really sure what it is. The rest of you can tell that this is very clearly a roadblock. But there's an arrow pointed to the left, like it's instead of a roadblock, it's a detour. With your natural 20, you can tell that this is very poorly made.
Let's blow through it. It looks like shit.
You want to just tear it down?
Yeah, let's just break it and go
What
through.
is it? It is some kind of roadblock for sure.
Really?
It's probably to make sure that we don't pass through.
It's probably to get people to go to like a checkpoint or
Yes.
something, so that they can like look at like whatever.
With your natural 20, it's an arrow and a hammer and a nail. Like like it's a big square, and there's an arrow pointing to the left, and then there's a hammer and a nail like drawn on it, poorly drawn on it. But you can
honestly think that if this was a checkpoint by some sort of like guard or militia, that they would just like draw?
A hammer and
like
a
that?
nail. Is
You don't
this-
think they'd have somebody make a sign?
Is it for some sort of the work? Are they trying
Like a
to get
carpenter or something?
why the hammer nail? Can someone help me with this? It's like
I don't know what it means either, and honestly, I don't care. I think we
should
just
go through it.
Yeah, I'm not interested in hammer or nailing any part of anything that I have.
Yeah.
I want to get out. And I want to push the wall over.
Okay, so roll. Are you gonna attack it, or are you just trying to push it?
I'll attack it. I'll take out my sword and I'll.
I want to like keep a lookout for anyone who might be nearby. If they like.
Okay, so
are
that's
to,
perception for
Yeah,
you.
I'm gonna perception specifically the direction the arrow's pointing.
Okay.
See if I can see like what it's pointing at.
I'm 11 for my perception,
I
and
got
I'm readying
18.
some attack.
11 and an 18.
Mm-hmm.
So you're both looking down that way.
I'm watching Remy basically,
Oh, okay.
and like around Remy.
So you see that Remy's over there, and nothing. Like it's quiet. Like there's some birds and some animals, but that's about it.
Can I detect magic?
Yeah. No magic.
Wood.
And then for your perception, you see that there is another path that looks like it has been temporarily made it looks like a detour, from what you can tell. And what was your check to push it over?
27.
You push it over. You take your sword and you're just like, ah! And you hit it as hard as you can, and like it literally just crumbles under the hit. Like
I put the sword like in my armpit and just wait. Oh, no,
I want to make sure
no,
this is
really,
like
really, no.
like a legitimate thought process though, because this is like a town that is prosperous, and like we've seen like elaborate statues and like beautiful signs of the champion of whatever. If this was legitimately like a detour, it would probably look nice, right?
What would you say that your experience in Huayra was? Lyra's the next town, which is where you're closer to now. Do you feel like you've been to Huayra before?
No.
Can
I
I roll
have.
society about that? Because I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I've been everywhere.
decent society, so I can back that up. Nope.
25.
Huayra, while it is higher class, it is also kind of lazy.
Okay.
So this is within the like.
Oh, okay.
It could be. It's like 50-50. Like
All right.
the issue that you may have is you don't remember the last time they actually did construction on Huayra. So it could be, but you can tell that this is definitely not a like a checkpoint. Like this is not a place that they're looking specifically for you, because if it was, there would be guards. There would have been someone that had already come out after you attacked it. Like there is a lot of key things that have happened. So it's either one of two things. It's either an actual detour, or it's a trap for someone else.
Well, either way, I think it doesn't apply to us. We go right through it.
I'm just gonna be like, I knocked it over. I'm gonna push the wall off to the side of the road.
If it is a detour, we'll just turn around and go the other way. It's not...
Yeah. If it's
All right, I'm coming back. And like,
Well, Crew's out there with you to make the perception
my
check.
sword's
so-
like dragging across the ground. Okay, and I get back in the back of the cart, toss my sword up, and then oh wait.
Boss picks you up.
So you get back onto the cart and you move past the wood on the ground and you continue to go. As you travel, you seems to travel just fine.
Cool.
Your
Crafting check.
okay on.
The puzzle box. 12.
Nope.
Okay. How long does that take me?
The rest of the day.
No!
You only get so many checks. So you travel till you get maybe about 20 minutes outside of Huayra. What would you guys like to do?
Crafting check.
You want? Oh yeah.
Wow.
What's your crafting?
No. This is you.
That's
I
you.
can't do it anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, this is this is Robin asking Remy to do it because Robin's given up.
Oh. 17. Okay. All right. I'm pretty sure I did the best I could.
Yeah. I'm trying. I'll try tomorrow.
Give
It's
me
fine.
that.
Okay. Yes, of course.
Whoa. Crotch dice.
Blessed.
Better than floor dice,
Yep.
apparently.
18.
18 does not.
All right.
I got a 17.
Look, honestly, we're probably still our brains are fried from the travels. We might want to try tonight or tomorrow, but
I just can't stop thinking about Scott.
I understand.
What about you? There is your brother.
I think we're at Lyra, guys. I think.
No, we're like 20 minutes out or something. I can kind of see it off in the
Oh,
distance.
do we?
How do
maybe.
do we want to go into Lyra?
No, I don't think so. I think we want to go around it, and if anything, we want to see that we're coming from not the place we're coming from.
Numbers.
What?
What
Numbers.
number?
You and the tavern keeper were really obsessed with numbers. Or something about there's 4 of us and they're looking for 4 people.
Right.
So like
maybe.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
We shouldn't be full.
Perhaps there should be like
Maybe some of us, I should say, hidden.
Yeah.
Like if if we go in on Dogske and Dagorno and separate,
Oh yeah.
and like y'all go on in the cart.
Do we need to go in at all?
Oh yeah, we can go around.
We're good on rations, right?
Let's
just go around.
I've got. So I had. I didn't write it down, but I had bought a week of rations. So
okay.
that, which for me, so
Sure.
that's a few days for all of us. But
I'm okay with going around.
Okay, so you start to get closer to Lyra as the road starts to detour around Lyra. You start to see posters along the tree lines.
Is this another pull poster down? Is this champion poster?
It says "Wanted, Krug Claudel," and it is a very well drawn photo of you.
Oh, I look beautiful in this.
100 gold.
Oh man, I'm gonna go turn myself in.
that's it. I mean, we
kidding.
could pool that.
I want to. Do I see mine?
Yeah.
We
I
could
I
pool
take
that.
it.
Yeah.
What? I mean, we could find
Moss-
that
moss-
money.
Does
and-
it look-
and
does
just-
it look
This
good?
isn't like bail money. This is how much money they give the person who turns us in. You understand that, right?
But what? They wouldn't take it just to forget about the whole thing?
No, I don't think so. That's not how that
Yeah, I
works.
know.
Yeah.
I was
Moss
just
drops
hopeful.
out and rips down hers. These are going to be collector's items someday.
All the other ones that I see around, I want to hit with Rays of Frost and just like, I imagine that would, these are like
They,
paper.
they basically like get like
Yeah.
like icy. It's like weathered, like,
Mhm.
and they get cold and wet.
and then I'm just gonna like crumple them up. I
So
guess,
you
from
do you
there.
want to like pull them down?
Yeah,
As
yeah.
you, like,
I think I want to destroy all of these.
okay.
Oh, I'm gonna
Oh.
keep one. It's mine.
Crew's also going to keep his.
Moss is keeping all of the moss ones.
Oh,
She's
these are
making
like
a little stack. Herring's helping.
look at how good this drawing.
It's really
is.
good. Mine's good too, though, right?
Where did they get to do these?
They really did the shape of my head like perfect.
Oh
Have you
yeah.
thought
no.
about what would happen if anyone found us on your person?
Yeah,
Well,
I did.
Yeah,
Okay.
no. I mean, like, if
It would break the disguises that we work so hard on, and that Moss
there's
was
no
kind of
Correct.
way. There's no way.
Babe, look, you
Even
don't
if-
look like you unless I'm looking at that.
Wait, hold on. Look at the poster next to me.
Yeah, it looks like you.
No.
It does. I'm sorry.
No, no.
It does. Take the poster away. Wow, who are you? Now put it back. Oh, it's you. No, oh, what? Where did Remy? Remy, you're on that poster. Where did you get right there?
For those people who are listening to the podcast,
I keep
Remy is literally lifting and anyways.
Lowering the poster.
Um,
I'm willing to keep it, and there's nothing you can say to stop.
That's fine. Just.
so you're not keeping. You are keeping. You are keeping as many as you can.
Moss agrees with the logic that Robin has and reluctantly hands them to Herring to go stash somewhere nearby so that eventually she can come back for them if she needs to.
Okay.
I'm also keeping one of Robin.
I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm gonna fight that.
Okay,
I'll
Well,
just
I'm
do
a
this.
smuggler.
Yeah, I was
so-
gonna say stealth it.
Cool. 14. Yeah, you rolled a 15, so it doesn't even fucking matter. Fine. But you know that Robin wouldn't be happy with you.
I'm
Just keep that in mind.
I'm
You
smuggling
know
it.
your wife would not be happy
I'm
with you right
smuggling it
now.
because then when I'm not around you,
I
I get to
understand.
take it out and look at
It's
it.
very sweet.
You get to look at the temptation of turning your wife in for 100 gold.
Wait, are we all 100 gold? I feel like some of us should be higher.
Probably Moss.
As of right now,
Yeah.
Should be higher.
it
Yeah.
seems that word may have not gotten around yet.
About
I'm just saying, maybe
What do you mean?
DM knowledge and next session knowledge. But we're going to continue with this session.
I don't know what that means for what I said.
You grab as many as you can. You can see that there's a bunch of these. Like, it would take you all day, and more than likely you would get caught by someone that's just randomly walking by if you spent the rest of the day pulling these down.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
So I imagine that you, after a little while, you're like
Like a
okay, this,
couple minutes.
yeah, this is exhausting. Let's just get the hell out of here.
Fireball them.
You're just like, fine. Well, you'd get a whole section, but not all of them.
Also,
And-
it'd be loud.
do they all have our accurate names on them as well? Were the dogs mentioned?
no.
Cool.
The dog mentioned no. Remy looks down at Dagorno. Oh, whoops. You look great, buddy.
So how long do you want to? It's starting to get nighttime now. So how long do you want to travel? Do you want to just get outside of Lyra, like go around Lyra, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that we should find like a spot to camp out like off the road.
It's probably good to go around Lyra when it's dark as opposed to in the middle of the day.
Okay, so you head around Lyra at night, and you get to the other side. Are you going to continue going, or do you want to stop?
Is there one of those spots like what Scott found?
You would have to roll survival because
I'll check. Yeah. 15.
I don't know my survival score. I thought I did.
Would a society roll like help that? Like if I
no, but Underworld might.
Nice. Remy coming in clutch. Get ready
19.
for this. 11.
19 survival.
You spend about maybe 2 or 3 hours of the night searching for a spot, but you eventually find a spot that's empty. And you,
So I don't have time to do any more like tracking or anything tonight, but I've got food for the next week, so we should be okay.
That's good.
Yeah, I think this seems like
Yeah,
a
let's-
good place as any. Yeah.
Set up and go to bed.
okay.
We will eat, of course, too.
Yeah. All right.
Let's set those the alarms we got from Scott.
Yes, I'll go set that up. Do you think you'd be able to set up the hammock tonight, babe?
Oh yeah, no, of course. I've seen you do it so many times.
Yeah.
I got it. Don't worry.
I give Remy the backup hammock.
Can you, Robin, please roll a survival check to set the trap?
What do I roll to make the
Is
hammer?
it not thievery?
Yes. It's
I would love if it was survival.
it's either or because it's
For me, it's survival.
because it's not a trap. It's more of like I'm.
Securing the camp sort of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I would say that it is. I would say I would allow either or.
Sure.
20 total.
20 total. All right. So you all. Who's taking what watch?
I
take
can take first. I'll take second.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So third, fourth.
I'll be last because I want to sleep for a while.
Okay. Third. All right. So let's start with you.
Critical miss.
Okay. Let's not even go past that.
I did it.
Yay!
Combat.
I got the thing that GM wanted.
So, you are sitting there, and what distracts you? What do you feel is probably the most distracting thing?
What's the poster of your wife?
Yeah. I'm sitting there looking at the poster of Robin.
Just looking.
Well, actually,
Oh
no.
my God.
No, I'm sitting there looking at a poster, and you like the audience would probably be like, "Oh, looking at a poster of their wife," and it's like I'm just looking at my own picture.
Yep.
And I'm like, "This is so good." But I mean, like, after we get out of this, I might have to commission this artist to do some more work or something. This is great.
As you say that, you feel a very cold sword touch the back of your neck.
You don't hate your swords?
Quiet, you're surrounded.
You're surrounded.
I mean, technically we're both surrounded by forest, but that's not here nor there. Put your weapon down.
I'm but holding a poster.
He reaches down and takes your bastard sword and pulls it out and,
That.
and throws it back. You roll a perception.
Just yell.
Critical miss.
Awesome.
Is that not the 7? Why does even one look like a 7?
Because
God.
that's a 7.
Every time I'm like, that's not that bad.
2 critical misses in a row.
Use a different.
So you're in a hammock.
Yeah.
You're sleeping in your
My cart.
and where are you sleeping?
I'm in the cart too, probably.
All right. So
You're in a cartoon?
both
I'm in a
of you
cartoon.
wake up to someone putting their hand over your mouth with a dagger to your throat.
Scrooge just opens his eyes and waits for them to say something.
Moss squirms.
He squirms.
Mm-hmm.
He takes the butt of his dagger and he hits you in the head.
No, he doesn't.
He hits a pillow.
Would this not be advantage? I mean, like, I'm sorry. Like,
No.
Wouldn't it just like?
I want to
happen?
bite his hand.
No, it was more of how much it was going to hurt her.
Oh, okay.
And it's not going to hurt her that much.
I want to bite his hand.
But it does knock you out.
God damn it! Can I try to bite the hand on
Yes.
my way out?
Yes, roll it.
This is a little parting gift.
What am I rolling?
Just an attack, a strength.
One for the road.
That plus your strength.
Okay.
So a
6.
So you're like. For the people on the podcast, my tongue stuck out. They they don't say anything to you. You see Moss wiggle and get hit, and then she stops.
As do I hear the blunt side of a thing, or
Yes.
do I feel like they stabbed
no,
her?
you hear the bunk,
I go.
and you feel 2 metal cold shackles hit your wrists and your hands. Robin.
Yeah. Is it my time to wake up?
You wake up to a quick fall as someone cuts the hammock, and you fall into what seems to be 4 people holding a net. And they wrap you around.
That seems
Can I roll a
overly
reflex
elaborate.
save?
Huh?
Can I roll a reflex save?
Sure.
Cool.
Failed.
Are you sure? It's a 39.
No, it's not a 30.
I rolled a 39. Well, it's a 30 plus 9.
No, it's not.
It is, though.
On that 30-sided D20.
no, I rolled 2 of them. You added them together.
Yeah.
That's what you do for saves.
So you fall. They wrap the net around you, and that is where we're going to end today's episode.
Oh,
I made a big
what?
mistake.
Wow.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching this episode of Court of Corvids.
Hey, donate to the Patreon so I can buy better dice.
Yes, in fact, there is a Patreon if you would like to support not only Court of Corvids, but QueueTimes as a whole. If you want, there's also a link to merch that you can go buy. I have been hearing all of your requests for different shirts. I've gotten Goblin Gang, I've gotten 3 a.m. Crew. I think, in this episode, I was thinking the word bastard in parentheses really
Tiny,
small
and then sword.
It
It could be a sword itself. It could look like a sword.
Oh, like the
'cause,
hilt?
The hilt could
Yeah.
be bastard, and then sword could
Yeah,
be the...
I want to see one that's just a mop with like teeth poking.
Oh yeah.
So
I want
yeah.
minimalist character designs of all our disguises.
Yeah.
All of the fun ideas for shirts. I have been seeing that, so I'm gonna try to work as much as I possibly can to get some of these up. And for all of you, if you want to buy them, that also helps the channel. That helps if you buy merch for Court of Corvids. That helps specifically Court of Corvids show. So please do that if you can. I think that's it. Patreon. Oh, there is a Court of Corvids Twitter account, so if you want to see some stuff behind the scenes before anyone else does. There's also a channel dedicated on our Discord, which there's a lot of really lovely conversations. Everyone's been extremely nice and really fun on there too.
So join it and ruin it.
But yeah, so all of that. If you want to talk to me specifically, the best way to do that is Discord, but the second best way is Twitter. And you can talk to me on Twitter at IndigoQT. Before I hand it over to everyone else, as soon as Court of Corvids is over, I'm going to actually be GMing the next show on Wednesday's slot, which is going to be Nuclear Winter, the second season of that. So if you haven't watched the first season, it's really short. It's like, I think we only did, 3 episodes?
I think so.
Yeah, 3 episodes. It's really short.
Good.
Go through that. It was a lot of fun. We've actually been getting a lot of requests. First time I ever got noticed in public by someone was from Nuclear Winter, which I thought was really fun. So season 2 of that is going to be coming out, and we're going to be running that through October with a very special guest, which is Alex from Huntress Entertainment, which is the company that makes the game. We're also planning on doing a character creation Game Gorgon episode with Alex as well as a guest. So look forward to all of that. That's all I got because Krug's going to talk about Game Gorgon.
Yeah.
So let's start with
Me, Jonas, who has been playing Robin Way. You can find me on Twitter at Jonas Newhouse, where I tweet about things such as myself and others. You can also catch me every Tuesday on Hijinks and Handlebars, a Kids on Bike stream that William might talk more about. I will also be on the Nuclear Winter show, and I'm in a lot of the back catalog of QueueTimes shows as well. And other than that, I'll tweet about it.
And there's a holiday special that's coming out this year that Jonas ran us through of D&D, which will be coming out in December.
Was that the one with the rock?
Yes.
That hasn't released
What,
yet?
do you mean not the rock? You mean the cart that eats rocks?
The cart that eats rocks.
Yeah. The cart that eats
I'm
rocks.
so excited to watch that
my
again.
God.
It didn't get released because for some reason when the record happened, it got cut into pieces.
Right.
Like the actual video.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so
We had to stitch it together and
It took time, and then it was past the holiday season. So it's a holiday special by QueueTimes, GM'd by me, but a younger version.
I'm William. I've been playing Remy Ashwillow, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at kwilliamwhite. I also run a show on QueueTimes called Hijinks and Handlebars. It is an actual play Kids on Bikes tabletop live stream. So Pathfinder is like Lord of the Rings, then Kids on Bikes is like Stranger Things, or It, Chapter 2 in theaters now.
Hashtag not sponsored.
not a spot.
No, but I do want to see it.
I saw it yesterday.
see it right now?
I saw it yesterday by myself. First time I've ever gone to a movie theater by myself.
Did you like it?
It's one of my
Do you know
favorite
what's
Humble
activities.
brag much?
Do you know what's really great about that? That is two personal moments with William today.
Yeah.
which I enjoyed both of them.
Thank you. Yeah. I will never do that again.
What, see a movie by yourself?
So you
or-
see a movie by myself. I will continue sharing personal information. My zip code.
My social security number.
Yeah, but
We'll just give
that,
the first 6 numbers.
that show's a
guessing.
long-running campaign. We have over 30 episodes. We did a season 1. We're in our season 2 right now. You can hop on anywhere. And if you're like a little confused but you're interested, then just go back and watch the catalog and stuff. I do really precise recaps, like with a lot of information at the beginning of every episode. I had someone tell me that recently they skip like certain episodes and just listen to the recaps. So if that's something you want to do to help get into things, and then like if you have extra time later, go back and watch, that's fine. And that's in a playlist called Hijinks and Handlebars on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel, which you're probably watching this on right now. Most of you, statistically, so you can check that out. It's really great, a lot of fun. Jonas is on it.
I'm on it.
And then also after Nuclear Winter, which I'm also on, we'll be doing Monster of the Week, GM'd by Sam, and he's really good. And we have that back catalog in a playlist called Monster of the Week,
correct,
on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel. So check that out. That's like basically a short series run, because we have 5 total arcs. We've done 4 already, and our finale is going to be in like November, December-ish. So that's not a lot to catch up on, and it's really fucking good. And there's also a little part in the Discord for Hijinks and Handlebars and Monster of the Week too.
Yeah.
So you can go chat with us there and that kind of stuff. Cool.
Awesome.
Sweet. I'm Krug. You can get me on Twitter at KrugQT, or if you want to see my face more for some unexplainable reason, you can go to the QueueTimes YouTube channel that we were talking about previously and watch Game Gorgon, which is, unlike this show, an educational Pathfinder content thing where we don't say things like, oh yeah, when you make a saving throw, you roll 2 d20s and add them together. I got a 39. That's not how Game Gorgon works.
Well, you should say that. That's the rule.
Now that I'm thinking about it, that would still be incredibly impressive if you got a 39 with
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, that would be. But it's still
Well, with
wrong.
+9.
Oh, less impressive.
Go check out Game Gorgon. Watch Game Gorgon and just watch every video in order on the YouTube channel, period. Thanks.
I'm Molly McIsaac. I've been playing Moss the Magnificent with her inconsistent accent. And
Oh, come on. At the beginning of every episode, I sound like this exactly. And then I'm like, oh yeah, accent.
I am all over the internet as Molly McIsaac, literally everywhere, or shit posting at Jonas. So that's another easy way to find me. Yeah, and I'm also going to be on Nuclear Winter.
Yes, and much more things in the future.
Yay!
Yes, the only things that we can talk about right now is Nuclear Winter and a second arc of this. So past that, hopefully more. Anything else you want to say?
Oh yeah, I'm doing a thing called Basic Witches with my friend Jordan that you guys should look out for, because we're just going to eat everything pumpkin flavored that we can find and do all sorts of basic Halloween-esque things. It's going to be glorious.
That sounds awesome.
Well dressed like witches, so you should check that out. It should be the first episode should be within the next couple of weeks.
I love the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah. Yep.
And if that is out before this is out, I will put a link to that in the description so you can watch that.
Yay!
All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. And I know specifically you right there are very happy that I muted the fire sound. Bye, everyone.
It wasn't a fire sound, it was a crumpling paper sound.